大家好，我是郭蕊。很多粉丝问我可不可以看美国的农场，所以我从纽约开2个小时到这个农场，这是小姐姐的朋友的农场，后面是他们的玉米，这是他们的酒店。这是美国的农场乐，所以这是他们的老板。Hi.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Welcome to the Chelsea Sun.
Thank you. So, show me around.
Would love to. Come inside.
So, is this you?
That is me. That's a story taken 2.5 years ago when we first revamped operations.
And you're 21 now?
21 now. Yes.
Wow.我们现在去看玉米。
Well, the farm collectively is 200 acres, and I'll show you guys the property lines. So, if you go all the way up to that white house up there and follow the tree line, all the way down the tree line, all the way around, this back field all the way back there.
Our ride is blocking the, but don't worry, we got it.
Down here, follow these tree lines. This big brown field down here. Now we're going to be traveling to the, and all the way to the road. Travel to the other side of the street. Follow these tree lines, this whole huge field. Follow these tree lines all the way to the top house up there, past the barns.
This is pretty big. I mean, if you want to walk across, people don't walk across. You need like machines to, you need a car to drive across there. Otherwise, that's like what, like a half-hour hike?
That's about a 20-minute hike, but yeah. Talk about transporting all that corn, hay, wheat, and alfalfa. You're going to need some heavy machinery to move all this stuff, which we'll get into very shortly.
So 这是地董，他是 owner of the land, and then 这是他们的 farmer, and 他 rent the land and grows the crops. 他一共住了1200 acre 的地，其中有200 acre 是农场的老板的。为了有人要看美国的农场，我来这里。今天真的超级热，这个车没有空调。这是他们机器的家，你可以看他们有很多机器。还有他们的机器真的很大，比我高很多。See a lot of machines, but is there anything done by hand on the farm?
Well, basically the only thing done by hand on the farm is driving the machines. In the 21st century, this is what farming has become. These are the big combines that plant the seeds, till the ground, collect and harvest the corn or whatever crop you're dealing with afterwards.
They must be expensive.
One of these machines, brand new, will cost you upwards to $450,000.
And like, how many workers do you think it replaces?
Well, this does the work of about 20 men.
20 people.
It tills the ground, plants the seed, and there's different machines that even come over and sprays it with herbicides and everything afterwards.
So how do I turn it on? Which button?
Oh, that's not part of this tour.
You don't trust me with your machines, do you?
After a little bit of experience on some of the other machines, I'll show you this one.
So I need the baby one first?
Yes.
All right.
This is the big tiller that goes and tills the ground and disturbs all the virgin soil to get ready to plant everything.
So this is like mixing up the soil to make it better. This will mix up the soil, and then this will put seeds into the soil.
Yes, this goes into the ground, tills the soil, and then this is connected to the machine where it automatically seeds.
During harvest season, how many employees you have? Harvesting time is when you have the most amount of employees?
One.
You do You
have
use
1,200 acres, 1,250 acres, one employee. Just two of us.
so 2 people working can do 1,200 acres.
Correct.
Wow,
But it's all machine.
it's all machine. But personally, why in this area are you raising corn and soybean? Like,
Well,
from economic?
that's a cash crop.
Okay, so corn pays more money.
Yes. Well, it does, except last year and this year it was dirt cheap.
Okay.
Now, China usually buys a lot of our corn and beans.
Right.
But now Mr. Trump put that tariff on. Just because, you're in a country, don't say you agree with everything.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Crops, if we don't get a good deal with like China we don't sell just to China. We sell to Laos, we sell all up through India,
Right.
Vietnam. Now, what's happening, and the prices are down, is because we went to Brazil and Argentina and showed them how to grow crops.
Right.
Now they're putting crops on the world market and cutting our throat.
How does it work with the subsidies in America? Doesn't the government give you money for farming?
We used to get subsidies from the government.
Okay.
We don't anymore.
So you don't get any more.
We have to carry insurance on our crops.
So this is if the crop fails, then
If the
this
crop
company would
fails, then we'll get paid probably what it costs to put the crop out.
pay. So not the market value, but just like your costs.
I spent $72,000 worth of money to buy seed this year.
This year. So for 1,200 acres, $72,000. Besides seed costs, like what are your other big expenses in China?
Fertilizer.
So fertilizer, how much is that a year?
$170,000 my bill was this year. And I pay rent.
Yeah.
My rent for the whole year is close to $40,000. That's for all my rent.
For 1,200 acres, it's 40 grand a year.
Yep.
These crops, once you're finished harvesting them, where do they go?
Well, I can sell it anywhere I want to.
Right.
But right now I sell it to Risser Grain. Risser Grain is a family-owned granary.
You're 72 now. Like how many more years do you think you'll stay?
Well, if I have the health,
Yeah.
I'll just keep batting my head against the wall, in other words.
So let's say like per year, your energy costs.
I mean, the cost for
For the propane or?
propane and electric and that there,
Yeah.
well, that's close to $60,000.
Do you enjoy being a farmer?
Yeah, it's a way of life.
总的来说是美国的农场有很多 machine， 不需要有很多 human labor， 但是他们的压力也很大，因为他们有很多费用，所以如果他们的 crops 卖得不好，他们的生活也会变得很难。那我真的是要走吧，这个太热。拜拜。我是郭杰瑞。